Hello, friends and family. This is Migrant the Trader. We're in the trenches another day. My terminal is not working properly, so I'm looking over at the tick chart, and I have two trades going on, and we're going to play a little bit with this tick chart, which is totally not what I like to do, but I wanted to get some trades in on today to round out this week. Today is Friday, the 29th of July. So I just wanted to get in here, and while the market is relatively slow but still moving, I wanted to see what we can do to see if we can find some positive grounding and have this day go forward. It's been a tremendous week. Yesterday was not a great day. I only had one trade because the terminal went silent, and I came back today to see whether anything was better. It's still not proved. So you can see if I was to totally look at my terminal here, you can see prices are not moving at all. Price is not stuck. Nothing going on. Even though we can see prices are actually moving, but my chart is not showing that. So I'm sitting here with two trades going on, and all of a sudden, hey, I can't see my price movement. Is the price still? But no, my price is moving here, so something's going on. So I have to go and look at the tick chart over here to see what's really going on and try to make sense of it this way. And so the chart here is not working, so I'll see whether we can draw some profits off of this session looking over at our tick chart. And we do what we have to do here. As long as we know what we still can focus in on where the market is going. See, right now I'm at a net profit so far with my two trades. So I can close both of these out and have a net profit of $10. And I can say, okay, you know what? This is the way the market's going to go. I had a good week. No sense stressing it. Right now I'm at zero, net zero, and I'm down net 20. We'll sit and see whether we get ahead of the curve here and decide how far we're going to go forward from here. So we can round off our week and see what's going on. So the goal is to get a net profit off of these two trades, if not total profit on both trades. So we're going to have to play the tick market game here, looking at the tick chart. We adjust to whatever comes our way. That's how we trade in the trenches. I mean, you can't call it and you can't have it your way every time. So when you're given adverse situations, you still, especially if someone is counting on you to perform for them, you have to be the one to find solutions. They want to know that they're growing and that you are able to take care of all that. And so that's what you want to provide for them. So right now, we're just about ready to turn, okay, the first one hit its profit, and the second one, it doesn't have a profit limit on it, so we'll just close right there. All right, I'm not sure how much we want to do here in this session right now, because trading in this kind of environment, these charts here don't really tell you the truth of where prices really are. I mean, you can see it's constantly adjusting, like down here, what price is this down here? You would think that it's these prices, but they're not. So we don't know for sure what this is. All we're looking at the relative price, this line in the middle will tell you on the top side, these are the buy side. On the bottom side is the sell side. And the two prices here, the difference between these two is what we call a spread. Right now we're looking at a 1 pipette spread. So 100,000th of a change in price is the spread. And it goes up and down from time to time. So we're looking at that, and sometimes it's dead equal. So you don't have any spread at all, which is a good environment. But still, how do you trade this? I mean, I can trade this, but I don't really want to encourage you to come over here and try to trade. So I'm gonna, man, I'm looking at the price and I'm thinking that I want to get into the trade because I feel that there's some more profit in here for the week. But I'm thinking, for your sake, and I need to show you how a disciplined trader exercises discipline and knows when to go ahead, when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. So right now I'm going to walk away from this, and we're just going to itemize what we've done so far this week, and we'll wrap up this week with that type of a presentation for you, so you can see what kind of week we had trading here in these trenches. So let's go ahead and do that for you. I'm going to close this out. We're going to go over here and look at our history number. Now, first off, let's show a calendar. So we can see the beginning of the week started with July 25th. So we're going to look at transactions starting from the July 25th all the way up to current date, to 29th. Tally that up to see how well did we do this Friday. Because usually in our trading partners, on Friday, at the end of a certain point in Friday, we stop trading and we aggregate all our trades for the week, find out how much we did, and then take 70% of that and distribute that among all the investors. The 30% the company retains to pay for the programmers, operating expenses, so on and so forth. And also we had an affiliate program where we can give bonuses and things to different people who are referring other people to the business. So that's how that works. So let's go ahead now and see, okay, from the 25th of July to the 29th. So we're going to go ahead and look at our history, and we'll take a quick peek and see what we got going on here. So I'm going to set this up so I can see, let's see all history for a second, see where we started. All right, we started in the 22nd. We started on the 22nd, so we'll have to go to where. All right, so find out 22nd. Okay, so the 22nd, it jumps from the 22nd to the 25th. So we tallied all the information from the 7th all the way to the 22nd, and then we'll take that value and subtract it from the overall value so we can see where our price started, the balance started at the beginning of this week. So that's what we're going to do. Since I started this demo account here showing you what's going on, and I started with a brand new account. So that's where we started 100,000 on July 7th. There was no transactions on that day, so we had one day on the 22nd. So let's look at that day and find out how much did we do on that day. All right, not the entire history, what we wanted on. Let's go like this. We go like this, we say today, now we can go here and say the 22nd. Started the 22nd. And end on it. I didn't even do the 23rd because the market's not open on weekends. All right, so in that situation there, we should only have transactions dated the 22nd of July, and that's exactly right. So on the 22nd of July, I'm going to bring a calculator in, so we'll step this thing through as we go, so you can see sort of what we've been doing here in the trenches since we opened up this little trading account. So we had 8,000. I gotta change this so I can see more what I've got. Prices, all right. See the full price count. Okay, so the calculator comes in. It showed that it was $8,846.09 made on that one day. We divide that by the 100,000. That means on our very first day, we had an 8.85% gain on just that day. So I'm going to tally this. So the 22nd of July, we had an 8.84609. Let's take out the 5 decimal places, I suppose. Who want to? All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to realize if we subtract this amount from our total profit, since this current week was the first week after this day, if we subtract this from our total profit, then we'll know the total profit for this week minus the profit for this day, the 22nd, and then now let us know exactly our overall for the week, and then we'll take it down day by day and see how well we did every day in the trenches this last week. So let's go and do that now. Bring my calculator over there out of the way. So now we're going to go here for history here. Custom period. Let's now go. We're going to go like this first. We're going to say from the 25th all the way up through and conclude, let's say the 30th, so we get everything. So this is the week that we're looking at. So this is the current week. So we have 1 week, and basically all the activity in this account was this 1 week, except for that one day on Friday. We opened up the account on Friday, and we had an 8.8% return on investment on that day, that one day. Now remember, we're going to look at these day by day as well as the whole week to see the overall performance that we put in on this week in the trenches. So we're going to look at this from 25th to the 29th. Let's look at that data. And now let's see, from the 25th, at the very top of our our data here is at the 25th. That's good. It's going down. On the 25th, there was not that much activity. We'll find out each day how much we made on each day so we can go forward. On 26th, 27th, and 28th, one transaction. And today we had 3 trades. All right, so the total profit for this week on this account was a total of $59,133.70. Now remember, this account started with $100,000 balance. So in this week, if this was the only activity we did this week, we're looking at a 59% increase on our money. That's not bad for 1 week of activity. So let's go down now and start looking at each day. So what we're going to do first, we're going to get the total for each day, and then we're going to, based on that total, we'll be able to find out the daily profit. All right, so let's go ahead now and look, change the period to only look at the 25th. Only want transactions for the 25th. So let's see whether we can just isolate just those transactions. So on the 25th, the transactions on the 25th, so 7/25, we had a total of $3,511.98 profit. Now let's go to the 26th. Go from the 26th until the 26th and see what that profit was for that day. That was 15,000. So on the 26th, we pulled in 15,738.91. That was the 26th. So let's look at the 27th. And remember, these are the 26th. So you can look at the dates over here, and you can see these are all July 26th. All July 26th. Okay, so now, custom period on the 27th. On the 27th, how much profit did we make? Oh my. On the 27th, we made a profit of $39,719.72. This is the 27th. So we can look at our dates over here. Look at the dates. All right. One thing I probably should do for you also. Let's go ahead and total these up. Let's see how many trades we have here. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Here, that's 25. That's 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46. This is 48 trades right there on that day so far. 48, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70 right there, 70, and 72, 74. We had a total of 76 trades. 76 trades. Now let's see how many of those trades did we lose. So we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We lost 7. So we made 69 good trades and lost 7. So let's throw that up very quickly. Let's see what our win ratio here on this one was. So if you made 69 good trades out of a total of 76, we had a win ratio of 90.8. 90.8 win ratio. So we won 90.8% of our trades on that day. We had 76 trades. We had a lot of trades in on that day. Wouldn't you have liked to have been here to see all of that? There was a lot of activity, but I guarantee you it didn't take a long time to do it, because you know how we do here in the trenches. We don't stay in these trades very long. We get in and out, and you can just basically, you can stop the camera and video here, and you can look at the time from this is the time in and this is the time out, and you can look at that for all of these and just basically, if you wanted to, find out how long these trades lasted. They don't last very long. Usually the losses might the ones that are losing accounts, losing trades, they're the ones that tend to take longer, because if the market runs away from me, I give it a little chance to correct itself before I decide that it really is moving away from me, then I close it out. So, but nonetheless, what I want you to realize is I'm not here slaving over the terminal. These trades, there's a lot of these trades, if you look at the time, these trades, a lot of these trades are getting in within seconds of each other. Look at this. 46, 47, 49, 51, 54, 55, 55, 55, 56, 56, 58, 1, 5, and then took a break, came back 20 minutes later, 25, 27, 31, 35, 35, 35, 38, took a break, and came back a little bit, 46, 47, took a break. So you can see, we're not in very long. They're not taking long. I'm just coming in and out and sort of waiting for the market, because sometimes the market does not always present good opportunities for you to trade. And so you got to sit and wait for the market. Okay? All right, so basically that's that. So this is the 27th. We had 69 winning trades out of 76. Let's go back now and go to the 28th and take a look at that. The 28th. Okay, on the 28th, we had one trade. So 728. The terminal went bad on me. We only had one trade, 8.16. But in that day, we had 1 for 1. We had a 100% win ratio. And that's pretty great, huh? One trade. Now let's look at what we did so far today, the 3 trades we did today. And we'll round this stuff out and start calculating where we are for the whole, every day and then for each week. So the 29th, ending on the 29th. And let's see what that is. 3 trades and a total of $155. 3 for 3, another 100% day, and that was 729. All right then, so looking at what we have done, let me create a little, let's see, what do I want to do? Let's see, let me open up a little WordPad or something like this. WordPad. I'm going to enter a table. I'm going to insert a table if I can. So a table, let's say we want 3 columns, 4 columns, who cares? We'll do something like that, just so we can keep track of this. So here we're going to call this the date. We started with 100,000 in the account, so we'll put that up here. We started with 100,000, and then from there we added. So let's say for the profit for this day. So the date was July 22nd. The profit for that day was 8,846.09. And then we went from there to 725. The profit on that day was 3,511.98. Seven, 26, 7, 27, 7, 28, and 7, 29. Okay, and then the total. Total should equal 59,133.77. That's what we saw. Okay, so on the 22nd, on the 26th, we had 15,738.91. On the 27th, we had 39,709.72. On the 28th, we had 816. And then the next day after that, we had, which is today, we had 155.00. So let's bring our calculator in and make sure these numbers are correct. So we had 8846.09 plus 3511.98 plus 1573.8.91 plus 397.9.72 plus 8.16 plus 155. Ooh. Oh, that's included. Okay, if we was to if we took the, all right, that's the total. Let's say that's the total. So subtract. Yeah. Divided by 2. That was a total. If you subtract from that, 722. So that would be the 5911. The 59,133.77. That's for this week, not including the 22nd, but including the 22nd. This total amount here becomes 67,979.86. 67,979.86. Okay. 67,979.86. Okay, so that's the total there. So now what we're doing here, if we say this is the previous balance, so we take this current profit, the daily profit, and we'll talk about this now, is the daily return on investment. Okay, so how do we find the daily return on investment? The daily return on investment would be found by taking the daily profit, 0.09, and dividing it by the balance at the beginning of the day. So this balance right here, divide that by 100,000, and that's going to equal your 8.84%. And then you multiply it by 100. So look at this in the calculator. If you take, let's go to the calculator right here. If you take 8846.09, divide that by 100,000, that's going to equal this decimal. To convert a decimal into a percentage, you move the decimal place 2 places to the right, 1, 2, and that becomes 8.846. So we can round this off. We round it up to the 3 decimal places. Let's do that. It'll be 8.846. So 8.846%. So there you have it for that. So now you add this daily profit to the previous balance, and now this profit becomes 108,846.09. You add the daily profit to the previous balance, and now you have this balance like this. Okay, so now we're going to take our daily amount of 3511.98 and divide it by this amount here. And that's going to give us some kind of percentage. All right, we can make this column bigger because we don't need that much space. All right, so let's see what that is. Bring the calculator in. And so now we're going to take 3511.98, divide that by 108,846.09, and that's going to equal 3.227. 3.227%. 3.227% rounded. Now let's add. We're going to take the 108,846.09. We're going to add to that the 3511.98, and it's going to give us an ending balance of this, which we're going to put here. And now let's go to the next column. 15738.91 divided by this amount here equals how much? Okay, plus. So 15738.91 divided by our 112,358. That's going to equal, on that day, it was 14.008%. Now we need to add 112,358.07. We need to add this 15,091 to that. And now at the end of that day, we had in our account this value here. So now we'll keep it going. 39719.72 divided by this is going to be equal to what? Let me be clear, let me plus. So 39719.72 divided by this number here equals 31.008%. 31.008% all in one day. Isn't that excellent? So now we have to add these balances, the previous balance of 128,096.98 plus the 39,719.72 cents. That gives us the 167. This amount here, let's go. So this is our ending balance. And so now we're going to take our $8.16 and divide it by the previous ending balance. And that's going to give us what? 8.16 divided by this balance equals, not much, times 100. And that was 0.005%. 0.005%. Okay, and now we add our totals for this. We got clear that plus 8.16 equals this closing balance here. And then today we take our daily balance, $155 divided by this closing balance. That's going to equal what? So 155 divided by this closing balance equals times 100%. So this is 0.092, I believe that was. 0.092%. All right, so that's what we have. So now what we're going to do is total up these percentages to see the overall percent. But first, let's round this out. So that means we need to take this balance plus the 155. That means our ending balance for the week would be, not that, it would be this amount. Okay, and you can clearly see we started with 100,000. We ended up with this value. If we subtract 100,000 from this, we'll be left with 6797986. That's what our profit is for the whole, from the beginning all the way down through. So now we can clearly see that our overall profit on this account would be the 67,979.86. Divide that by this amount right here. No, divide that by 100, the original amount. And that's going to equal, let's do it in the calculator so you can see. So let me be clear. Okay, we're going to take 66, so minus 100,000 equal that. So 67 divided by 100,000 equals this, which is to be 67.980. 67.9% for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of trading in the trenches, and we've been able to pull down 67.98% return on our investment. So ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to see, this is one good indication to show you what is possible. So if someone says that they can make you 3% every week, can you believe that now? Me, little old me, migrant, the trader in the trenches, I did this in 7 days. So look at every day. On this day, 8.8%. This day, 3 points. Now these are one day results. If somebody's offering 1 week and giving you 3%, if they're professional traders, that's way possible, easy possible. Even if they said 25% in the week, that sounds like outrageous because nobody's giving that kind of profit, but it's possible. You see, it's when you have a broker or you have a trading partner who's being fair and honest and willing to share their fair share of profits with you, you will be amazed at just how much money you actually can make. And this is why I'm in these trenches here, putting on these live trades. So I'm not just coming and just giving you the end results and tell you all this great stuff. I took you in the trenches, and you were there when I was making a lot of these profits. And you just saw me reveal to you over here in my history the different trades. Nothing being hidden from you. You're seeing the trades as we did it. Yes, there are losses in there, but we didn't lose. You know, the one day that we took it and tallied it up, we had 76 trades in that day. Certainly, if I made 76 trades, it should give you an indication of how well I'm trading. I made 90%, round that up to 91% win rate. 91% of the trades that I entered, I won. That's a general average of how I do in the trenches. I put on trades and I'm winning most of these trades. So you need to see that, and I need you to understand that. So that if you are hesitant on the fences, not sure whether you can trust that these monies that we're saying we can make for you are possible, now I put this program and this video together so you can see a reality that exists. Now, let's do this one little thing here, just so we can show you some potential. If this week is sort of like an average week, you see some days I'm up, some days I'm not so high, that's okay. At the end of the week, we totaled everything up and we put out a 67.98. So let's do this. That was a total of 6 days. We're going to take this and we're going to say this value right here, if you divide this by 10, no, divide that by 6. 6 days. That will, oh, okay, then times 100. What we can say is, on average, we can say we average 11.33% a day. Oh, a day. Average 11.33%. So average is 11.33% per day. That's what we did these 6 days. On average, we put in this type of result. I got this stuff showing on my screen interrupting me. Okay, so that's what I want you to see. So if I offer to give you 3% a week, and then I can give you a chart and show you just how much money that would make for you, you can know that these numbers, although if I said 3% and you see me averaging 11% a day, will you believe me if I told you I can do that for you? Can you believe me now? Or do you still want me to show you some more trading in the trenches? Maybe I'll do another week, another full week of trading in the trenches next week to bring you along to see how it goes. Because yeah, this could be, you can say, okay, anybody can get lucky for a week. Really? I showed you everything that was going on, from my terminal locking up, from my terminal not even working, you know, all kind be clicking buttons to try to close trades and that's not working. I showed you the real stuff in this trade, in this trench. And I still was able to end the week with this kind of result. So, hey, put the ball in your court, you dribble and do whatever you want to do with it. But for those who want to come along with me, I think we have a really crazy ride. Financial freedom is right around the corner. Because watch this. What I'm going to show you now, future value. Future value is found by taking the present value which is whatever money you start with. With that, you're going to multiply that times 1 plus whatever fixed interest rate that you feel that you can get. So if I say, let's just say we average 11.33% a day. Let's just say we do that in 1 week. Let's say we give you 10% in 1 week. 10%. And then we have to raise this. We have to raise this to the number of pay period, number of periods that we're going to calculate this. So let's say in 1 year, every week, we're going to give you a 10%. So let's say on every Friday, on average, we're going to give you 10% on whatever your previous balance was at the beginning of that week. For 1 whole year, so that means we'll do it 52 times. Okay? That is the formula. So to this formula, what we're going to do, we're going to find out how much would we be able to get. Let's say if we get you to start with $100, only $100. And I think most people can find $100 relatively easily if their life depended on it. I think you can do that within hours. I think most people can do that. Beg, borrow, and work for it. All right? So $100 times this 1.1%. So 10% from a decimal. To make 10% into a decimal, move the decimal place 2 places to the left, and that's how you get 0.1. 0.1 is 10%. So 1.1 would be this. And then you're going to raise this up to 52. And let's see how much that is going to give us. How much will that give us? So let's throw our calculator back in here for us to show us what this is going to become. So we're going to take and clear everything out. We start with $100 only. You're going to take a one-time $100. Let's say January 1st of next year, you're going to take $100 and invest it with me, and we'll give you 10% every week for the whole year. 52 times. 52 weeks in a year, we'll give you that. All right, so let's do this. 100 times. Now, in parentheses, it's going to be 1.1 raised up to 52. In 1 year's time. In 1 year's time, your $100 will grow to become $14,000 in 1 year. Now let me ask you a question. What bank do you know will give you that type of return on your investment? In 1 year, $100 growth. Now, see, this is why you got to realize you're being robbed when you put your money in the bank. Look what I can do. By every indication of what I showed you, what I've done this last week, I should be allowed to open a bank and invest for people. And if I was to open a bank and invest for people and offer them 11% a week on their investments, I think everybody in this country and yours who heard about this and knew it was a legitimate bank will immediately transfer their money from wherever their money is and try to put it in my bank to be able to get these type of returns. Because no one is giving you this $100 is not growing to $14,000 in a year. It might not even do that in your lifetime with these interest rates being charged by these banks. So that's just want you to see that. You got to be able to see what I'm trying to show you. Okay? So let's just say now, if this $100 was $1,000, that's $142,000. $1,000 would grow to. And you know, if it was $10,000, that becomes $1 million. So you see the numbers, how crazy the numbers go. So if somebody comes and shares with you this program, how you can make 3% a week, every week on average, on your money, don't think it's so strange and so over the top. It's possible when you're dealing with honest people who are not stealing from you. You're used to being shepherded by thieves and wolves. They're not giving you anywhere near what they should be giving you based on what they're earning from the monies that you put in their account that they use and invest. They're giving you pennies, crumbs, only crumbs. And that's after they decided that they don't want anything else. They'll eat and take the best of everything and only leave the very slight crumbs, and that's what you get for giving them your money. That's what they give you in return. So you got to see, they're not there for you. No matter what you want to think and say, they're not there for you. So you must begin to know how money is working and work your money so you do not have to work. Think about this. For every $100 you have at the beginning of the year, you can get $14,000 for it. What kind of salary do you want? Do you want to make $100,000 for each year? That's not hard. That's basically what? $700? Let's show you the calculation. If you had $700 times 1.1% raised to 52, that's basically $100, $99,430. $700. So you basically can figure out how much do you want as a salary. You take that at the beginning of the year and invest. In this case here, I want $100,000 salary. So how much money do I need to put in my account today so that at the end of the year I would have earned $100,000 on the side? Well, basically $710. Who would not find $710 if they will be guaranteed $100,000 at the end of 1 year? Now, if you think this is crazy, let me show you how these numbers really start to get out of control. Now, I'm going to give you the same scenario here. Same scenario, but we're going to show you now what would happen if you did this not 1 year. See, this right here is 52 weeks times 1 year. Every year there's 52 weeks. So what happens if you did this for 2 years? I know what you're thinking. You say, oh, that's easy. That'd be 28,000. Multiply this times 2. Are you sure? If you tell me that you don't know math very well, look at this. $100 times 1.1 raised to 104. 52 times 2. Let's do it like this so you can see. 52 times 2 is 104. That's you're raising that to 104. In 2 years, at the end of the second year, your $100 would have grown to become this amount. And you got it right. That's $2 million. 2 years. The first year, $14,000. The second year, it went crazy. And it goes up from there. So you think about that. This is what I want you to know. This is the power of what we have. When somebody like me can trade for you and will not steal your money, but give you what your money is creating. And now let me ask you this question. If I could do this for you, would you have a problem if I split it 50-50? If you said you would have a problem, I would say you're not very smart, because you still will be way ahead of what the banks will ever give you in your whole lifetime. Your whole lifetime, they never even approach. Notice you lived all these years, and what you're getting in the bank as time goes on is worse than it used to be. It's always going downward. It's not increasing. So what's going on? People should be getting smarter, right? So that means everything should be increasing when it comes to your investments growing from these banks. But no, they have a system where somehow it's going in the opposite direction. The longer you keep money with them, the less money you have, or the less money that your money creates. That's something wrong with that system. You got to see that yourself. You got to jump out of these banks as soon as you can. Get your money out of there and put it somewhere where it's truly going to work for you. Right now in the banks, your money's working against you, keeping you struggling at some kind of job that you probably hate to do. Okay, so that's enough talking. I just wanted to show you this. My terminal's locked up, so I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight on what is really going on behind the scenes. So when we offer you opportunities to make your money grow, don't sit back and look at us like we're trying to scam you. I'm not trying to scam you. For what? If I can make this kind of money for myself, and I want to help other people, because look, every day trillions of dollars are being traded in this foreign exchange market. We're just taking a small dent from that for ourselves. That's what I'm trying to show you. You can join me, or you choose if you choose, or not if you choose not to. It's totally up to you. If you do not join with me, may you have a great life, and at the end of your working years, may you have more than enough to find a quality of life that you can enjoy your retirement. But that's the best I can ask you. Otherwise, if you follow me, you'll not only be able to have a great life, but your children and your children's children will be able to have a great life without ever having to work a day in their life from what you have done in your life. That's what we're looking for. Generational wealth creators. That's what I want to share with you today. And I will talk to you on the next time as you come with me, my Grant, trading in the trenches. Bye-bye.